In this video, we'll look at paper 21 of the May-June 2022 series. Question 6 says an algorithm will output each integer value between 100 and 200 that ends with the digit 7. For example, 107, 117, 127. Right, then we want to output a final count of the number of values that are output, and it says any variables that are used must be declared. And yeah, this is 5 marks. Okay, so there's actually two ways we can do it. I mean, the first way is just to simply loop through, every single number from 100 to 200, and check that if this number modulus 10 is equal to 7, right, then that means it's going to end with 7. The alternate way is we start from 107 and we go to 197, and in the for loop we just have a step of 10, right? And I mean this second method will be a lot more efficient. But I mean, yeah, let's just do both methods, right, just to kind of demonstrate. So firstly, then we're just going to need a count. We're just going to set that to 0, and yeah, this will just count how many numbers are divisible by 7. Right, then let's just go for, so let's say n, this can be 100, and let's then go to 200, and then we can probably just say, if n mod 10 is equal to 7, right, because if we think, I mean, let's say we have 17, for example, 17 mod 10 would just be 7, and of course, in this range, if we have 107, 117, or 127, so what we want to do, we just want to output n. Okay, there we go, and let's also just go, okay, yeah, let's just increment the count. Okay, and I think, yeah, that should be fine. Let's just go next n, and let's just output the count at the end here. Alright, and then, yeah, let's run this, see if it works. Yeah, okay, so count 10, right, this seems to work. Now, the alternate way, and I mean, if we look at this, right, this is not very efficient, because here we're looping through 100 times. We're also having to do this calculation 100 times. One other thing, I mean, like if you really want to optimize it, right, if statements are also not that efficient, because, things inside the processor, kind of like branch prediction, or stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, if we just want kind of a slightly more efficient way, we can just start at 107, we can go to 197, and then if we just have a step of 10, of course this will just go, 107, 117, 127, and then I mean here we actually don't even need the if statement. Yeah, of course I'm just gonna kind of de-indent those, and I mean this should just say the same. Yeah, again, so we run it, alright, it just outputs the same. Alright guys, so I guess now let's look at part B of this question. Okay, so here then we just want to write this pseudocode without using a case. So basically just with nested ifs. Right, so I'm going to copy this. Right, I'm just going to comment this here. And let's just, I mean here we don't need to declare it, but I'm going to declare it just so we can test it. So we're going to declare this my switch, and this here will just be an integer. I mean, let's just set this to 1, for example. And then, what we'll do, we'll just say if, right, so we'll go, right, if my switch is equal to 1, and I mean, yeah, hopefully this is quite simple. Right, we're also going to want to declare, this character. And again, in the exam, you don't need to do this, okay, all you need to do is just, just like write the if statement. But anyway, what do we want to do here then? We just want to go this char, and this will be, this is just going to be small a. Right, then we just have an else. Okay, then inside here we go, my switch equals 2. Right, this is going to be this char and assign it to small y. Right, then we have another else. Right, that's going to be if. And I mean, yeah, hopefully this one, you can probably do yourself. Right, let's go this char, and yeah, this will just be the character 7. Alright, and then here, this will be the final else. So yeah, basically if this is not true, right, else if this is not true, right, else if this is not true, this means they're all false. So then we would just do this. So yeah, let's just go and, this char, and we will just assign this to be the asterisk. Okay, asterisk, there we go. And yeah, just make sure we close all of the ifs. So we've got, this if, right, that closes, this if, that closes, and yeah, this if, that closes. And I mean, if we just want to test this, we can just go output, let's go output this char, and here it should just say small a. Yeah, okay, I mean, let's try 2. Yeah, that's right, I mean 3, right, should work. Yeah, 7, and let's go for, I mean, let's try 4. And yeah, it says the asterisk. Alright guys, so again, I mean, hopefully those questions make sense. I think they're kind of easier than usual. Alright, so yeah, hopefully these ones weren't too difficult, and I'll see you in the next video.